Hey YouTube, Vidhead85 here. Can we talk for a minute? Okay, well there is so many things around this Josh Duggar thing that I am just really at a point where there's so much. First of all, Joshua Duggar is not being despised or being slammed because he's a Christian. He is being slammed because he has made a career out of saying that LGBT people are threats to children. Meanwhile, he diddled 4 of his sisters and assaulted a 5th. Also, he is being slammed because of the fact that he is a predator, and yet his mother, Michelle Duggar, recorded a robocall, and here's the transcript right here. I'll leave it to you to read it or pause it if you want. But she basically said that men dressed as women will be able to get into locker rooms if Ordinance 119 passes in Fayetteville where they live. They also ran a campaign to repeal that ordinance. Meanwhile, Michelle Duggar knew that her son was a sexual predator, buried it, and came out swinging against transgender individuals. This is the kind of hypocrisy that makes slamming you so easy. Because not only did the Duggars decide that they were going to bury it, but it got uncovered when Oprah wanted to do an interview with them, and she alerted authorities. I believe that was in 2006. When she was doing research, she uncovered evidence that Josh Duggar sexually assaulted 5 people, or 5 women, and he yet still made a career out of bashing LGBT people as if we were the ones who were the biggest threat to children. But let's also take a look at Tony Perkins, who says that children do best with a mother and a father, and yet he still sits here and defends Josh Duggar, saying that he needs prayer and help. Now, if this were a gay man and his husband covering a sexual assault by their son, we would see them say that gay people should not have children. They should not be allowed to even adopt, as was the law in Arkansas up until it got overturned, 2008 to about 2011. But we're also seeing the fact that they are saying that children do best with a mother and a father, and that gay people are a threat to children, but yet they take the side of a child predator. Just let that sink in for a moment. And Michelle Duggar as a mother and Jim Bob as a father, they are unfit parents. I don't care how many children they have. If you were sitting there and telling me that I am a threat to a child because I am gay, but yet you refuse to protect your children from a predator in their midst, then you are in fact the biggest threat to children ever, especially yours. I will not defend the Duggars. I believe that Montel Williams is absolutely correct in his assertions against Duggar, because Duggar is the one that says he tries to protect children, but yet those same children are the ones who Josh Duggar was more likely to victimize. I don't get it. Not only that, but the fact that Tony Perkins and all the other GOP members of the president running for president, they all took pictures of him with the exception of a few, but still, they will say that this is a youthful indiscretion, but Mike Brown acted like a thug. They will say that this is a youthful indiscretion, but yet Trayvon Martin shouldn't have had the ability to stand his ground against George Zimmerman, who was following. CeCe McDonald didn't have the ability to stand her ground because she was a thug, even though a white supremacist attacked her and her friends. It's really funny that when these people are on their side, they deserve all the love and forgiveness possible. But yet, if they're not, they deserve all the condemnation. They deserve every bit of they deserve nothing more than to be maligned. So, if anything, Josh Duggar and the Duggar family, I'm glad that TLC pulled their pulled the show. I honestly think that it should have been pulled, especially when Miss Michelle Duggar had done that robocall against transgender individuals, saying that they are a threat to children, when in fact, when this came out, I'm sitting over here like, irony and karma definitely got married today. And yet he still sat up there and maligned gay people, knowing that he had a skeleton this massive in his closet. Thank you so much for letting me talk to you. I'll see you later.